All right, welcome to Sunday night stream. We're going to get started here. Um, Obviously, starting off inside, uh, for sure, inside week, until not very much inside though. We've only got to clear 64.27 in order to go two up and then maybe hit 64.30, 1.25 there, and then maybe up to this liquidity here at 64.50. But a little bit of buying here to start the session. So I figured something out that probably not a lot of people will figure out, and that is what you see on the open here is not the actual true open. In order to get the true open, you have to get that from the CME. I am going to take one short here, but you have to get that true open from the CME. So, in order for me to calculate the true open, I have to look here on actually, I can get it off of Rhythmic, off of R Trader Pro. I cannot figure out how to get it off of, um, so this actually would give me the true open. So 6.6 and a half. So 64.20 minus 6, or yeah, let's go with 64.20 minus 6. I think that is going to give me the true open. It'd be 64.14. And it matters to me because I'm working on something, and that true open is very important to me. So I have to have the true open now. I can't I can't quite tell everybody what I'm working on, but I just have to have the true open. So when I'm ready to release it, I'll share it. So yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be 64.19 would be, or 64.14 would be your true open. I want to move that text. alignment, middle. Let's see. Let's do right, top, right. There we go. I've just been working on something and I've really noticed something about some math. That's all I'll say about it on stream because I'm truly working on something and I think it's going to be phenomenal once it gets finished. Sorry, my dog's barking because there's activity outside. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this trade. The reason is because I'm not very far away from passing this combine here at Topstep, so every little bit helps at the moment. But yeah, there. So I'm really working on something as it relates to true open versus what you see on the chart. And there's just some math formulas involved in it, and but yeah, something I've been noticing for quite a while, as it relates, and yeah, I want to keep going down this path here with that. So I am gonna switch to an MES. I think we're gonna probably continue to see a little bit of pullback here. And I want to be able to capture that, so we'll do that, and I'll put the stop up here. So as it relates to the strat, your stop on this for the weekday whatever is going to be the previous top, so basically 64.27. So I'll put the stop up there. So yeah, so since I'm so close to getting this passed, I didn't want to I don't want to take a chance on that pulling back, especially on a mini. Oh, if you guys hear me doing that, I got some poker chips. So somebody was telling me they um you know used poker chips to help simulate and make make the money feel more real that you make. So I'm gonna try that little trick. I'm gonna try that trick. I blew one of my Apex PA accounts last week, so wasn't happy with myself about that. It was my fault because I kept going too heavy and went too heavy and missed the bottom by 3 points. So that wasn't good because I was more than halfway to a payout on that account that I blew. And Apex is still running the 80% off sale as well. You can use my code Blues Trades, and they have gone up a tad on price, I've noticed. So a 50K used to cost you $33, now it's 35. So I mean, $2 isn't a ton, but I just happen to notice it. They have gone up a little bit on their prices. 25K at 80% off is $31. That's the rhythmic ones. The trade of eight may be a little bit more. I'm not sure. I did the rhythmic because again, I need the data from that true open, and that's the only way I know how to get it at the moment. Um, I did query an AI thing to grab the true open for me, um, to help with what I'm working on. But I knew that was an easy way for me to see it. And so yeah, so I just grabbed a Rhythmic account there, and that way I can see the data on there. I do have some Bullinox accounts as well that I renewed on Project X. Oh, this is the NQ on 1,000 tick chart. NQ just moves so much faster than ES. It's just wild. But yeah, I got a full set of the poker chips, so have a stack of green, blue, white, and red. Um and then, for the green trades we'll use green, and for the red ones we'll use the red. But I think it'll help. I think it'll help me mentally because let's face it, until this money is in your bank account, it's just money on a screen. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything until you put it in your bank account and it's real, right? So this will help me symbolize it being real. Because I've gone to the casino, and what I usually do, especially at a table game, I may buy in with 2 or 300 and then stick 100 automatically in my pocket, and then as I go up, keep sticking those in my pocket. Um, so yeah, and then color up, right? Um, because I'm only, in order to get more value, you want to have a bigger buy-in, so they think that you're buying, going to play with more than what you're actually buying with, i.e., get you comps and all those sorts of things, than what you're playing with. But they don't know that you're putting, I mean, the system doesn't know that you're, stashing some of it. Um, so whenever you go to get comps, they don't realize that. But it's kind of a little trick I employ. I don't go to the casino a lot because, number one, there's not one close. Number two, I'm not really a big gambler. Um, I think once you trade and you find an edge, gambling kind of is a turnoff. I guess we can go through the week here. Um, Mark out the high and low of last week. Yeah, so, ooh, wow. We went up on NQ and then back down. So we actually went two up on NQ. We did not on ES. That's really interesting to me. But we can't go anywhere until we get outside of this wick from 2 weeks ago. So what you can do is this right here. This is a trick I learned. Something I came up with. So this will give you kind of tell you about what may happen within trading inside of this wick, because even though, the majority of the price action took place in the body with a very small wick last week, price still traded to this wick, right? In fact, it created a TTO. Um, type broadening formation, but still created one. So yeah. Um, but yeah, so a lot of times if I have a long wick, I'll take a fib tool from the wick to the to the body. And we actually hit the 0.618 of that wick here on M&Q as well. That's really interesting to me. I mean, we bounced right off of it. 237.21 is would be that 0.618 there on that wick. So yeah, if you zoom in, you can tell we already went 2 up on the week there on NQ. Um, I always do my previous week high and low in orange. Uh, it's a big week last week. It's going to take me. So these were price targets I had to dip by. I think it was like earlier in the week I drew them out, so you can see we came all the way back up through them. We went below them and then came all the way back up through them. I mean, last week there was just the buying was just, you know, like it just didn't stop. That buying just didn't stop last week. Um I could remove these old price targets now that I had. I mean, since we've already practically gone 2 up, I mean, if we take out the high from 2 weeks ago, 23,849, 847, somewhere around in there, I am gonna set a I want to set a price alert. I don't know why it's not letting me. I mean, I can set it on Trading View if I have to, but I don't know why why it's not letting me set a price alert up here. I mean, we could see 24,000 this week. Not out of the realm of possibility on NQ. Not saying it'll happen, but it's very possible. I mean, if we get a really strong bye week and they push that up, I don't know if we have any earnings this week or not. I used to know all the earnings. Can look at Earnings Whisper. I don't know if they still have their calendar like they used to. Earnings calendar. Let's see. I mean, a bunch of stuff I've never heard of for yeah, I don't know, that's weird. No. Tuesday, there was nothing on Monday I really saw. Nothing really on Tuesday I see either. Nothing big anyway. Okay, so Core Weave is. I don't know when Core Weave is. I know a lot of people have been trading that stock. Kava Group, I'm assuming that may be the restaurant. I'm not sure. They used to have a really cool calendar. I don't know where it is. For the week, maybe? Oh, Lord. I don't know what all that is. I'm guessing all the major ones already happened because I don't see anything. And I'm probably about to get stopped out. Am I? Yeah, pretty close. That's why I didn't do a mini. Just left the micro on. I thought we might get more of a pullback than we did there at open, but so that tells me we really do have some strong buying. Bunch of orders right here at 23,741 here on NQ or MNQ. We're kind of in the middle between high and low a day, so I mean, I got that stop on. It'll either take me out or it won't. Not really hopping into anything. I don't. Seems like a pretty muted open. Okay, I'm not gonna take up your Sunday night. It's not a lot going on. The weather where I am is absolutely gorgeous. So probably gonna enjoy a little bit of that and get ready for the week. And I may try to do some streams here through the week. This week I will be on late. More than likely, I may do a New York session or two, but I don't normally get on for New York. But I may hop on later here tonight. If there's not much going on in my world, so we'll see. But feel free to use my Apex code. It's Blues Trades. I'll get you 80% off right now. I don't know if Bullinox is having a sale or not, but my code is also Blues Trades on there. And I'll put a link to other prop firms that I have an affiliate code with as well. But for the most part, I can only recommend Apex, Topstep, Bullinox, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader. Those are pretty much the ones that I use. I don't have an account with My Funded Futures right now, so but those are the primary ones that I would use. I do like day traders as well. I like their payout rules over there, and pretty easy to get paid out over there. Um, Obviously easy to get paid out at Top Step. Apex, as long as you follow their rules, they will pay you, but you have to make sure you follow their rules. I mean, they got some some pretty tight rules as far as, the negative 30% drawdown, which in all actuality will help you if you're not like silly and break it. Um, so yeah, so there's, I mean, there's pros and cons, I think, to each firm. Um, but yeah, those are the main ones that I like is Apex, Topstep, Take Profit Trader, my funded futures. Tick Tick Trader has a really nice yeah, Tick Tick Trader, I think it is. Has a nice little promo going on. I don't have a code over there, but I'm sure I could grab one. But anyway, my code Blues Trades will work at several of them. So wherever you feel inclined to grab some accounts, I would encourage you to do that. And like I said, every firm has its pros and cons, and I think you just got to figure out what works best for you. Um, I don't fault anybody for where they decide to trade, um, because everybody trades differently, and I think you just got to figure out what works for you. So, all right. Hope everyone has a fantastic night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate